I am Deepti Wali and welcome to this series of video on mindfulness. Just a quick recap of where we left last time. Well, we talked about Jack and his experience of some unpleasant situations at the soccer ground with his friends and how that disturbed his peace of mind, how he became unmindful, and that experience stayed with him for days. Now, what happens next? So, this is the next part of the story. He goes back to the old wise man and does get to meet him. He tells the old wise man about his experience. When everything is going fine, I love being mindful. It's wonderful. I totally enjoy it. But when I'm faced with an unpleasant situation, when things do not go the way I expect them to, then I become unmindful. I become very restless. I become very feverish. I really don't know how to deal with it. I lose my peace of mind. The old wise man was listening to Jack and he replied, being mindful is not about being positive or being negative. That's just a myth. It is about accepting the moment as is. Whatever the moment is offering you, you accept it 100%. That's what it means. And that, to a great extent, stops you from getting stuck in that whirlpool of reaction and overreaction. You need to understand what mindfulness truly means. So now, when you get back home, please keep in mind that being mindful is not about being positive or being negative, but totally accepting what this moment has to offer you. Well, Jack said, I really don't get it. If I accept what the soccer players did or my experience with them, I don't think accepting it makes sense. That is injustice because they are always bullying around. That's how they show their authority and power. The old wise man smiled and said, again, it is not about inaction. Mindfulness is not inaction. You take action if required. You definitely respond. And it makes you a lot more dynamic than what you are now. The only thing that you have to be cautious about is you observe your mental chatter. You observe your thoughts just the way you observe clouds moving across the sky. So you don't cling on, you don't get attached, but at the same time, you don't resist anything. And that is how you are truly living a mindful life, or at least attempting to. Jack was relieved. He somewhat understood what being mindful is. The old wise man again said, I would like to repeat, the Buddhists call it the monkey mind. The mind keeps swaying, like how monkeys do from one branch to another. So all you need to do is pay a little gentle attention to your thoughts. Just the way you look at clouds, the thoughts will pass by. Do not label, do not judge, just witness it. And that, to a great extent, will help you become more mindful, more conscious of your thoughts, words, and action. Jack somewhat understood. He thanked the old wise man profusely and told him he would meet him again after a month. So now Jack is on his way back home. What happens next? Well, you will have to wait for the next video to see what happens. Thank you.